Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel, Meta What Ifs. Today, I am back with a new movie. Yes, a movie on Meta What If. Can you believe it? And yes, as you guessed from the title, the name of this movie is What If Naruto growing up had a different personality? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now, before continuing this, by different personality, I mean here is that different from canon version of, Naruto. He will be quite secretive, as well as a lot of things will be different. So I hope you guys enjoy this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Polo Gia channel as well. And one more thing, it can get a little bit darkish and a lot of Konoha bashing, hopefully. So you guys might enjoy this one. If you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's movie. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato. 5 years after the Kaguya attack, as we go towards the said village where we see a 5-year-old Naruto Uzumaki was currently into the playground, all by himself. A few moments ago, he arrived there after his Gigi suggested him that he needs to make friends. He was quite worried that nobody would like him, and his worries came to truth when he arrived there, because as soon as the other parents saw him, they scowled and took their kids away, telling them to not play with the dirty bastard and whatnot. Now Naruto was sitting on a corner, away from everyone, watching the others play, as he had a frown on his face. But that was not all. A few months later, when Naruto tried to go within the village once more, after Hiruzen suggested this, Naruto went, but this time only for a stroll. As he was passing by the shops, we see a man who was selling masks. Naruto caught Naruto's eye caught something there as he went there. Hey, old man, how much is for that mask? Oh, that would be. And the man stopped and saw who it was. You, get the hell out of here. I won't sell something or anything to you. Especially you. What? What do you mean? I'll pay. I have money. It's not that I'm just asking for free or something. I don't need your damn money. Get the hell out of here. Here, you want this? As the man then grabbed the mask and threw it on his face. As Naruto's head was hurt, and he even began to bleed, as he noticed that some people were smirking and even began to chuckle, a muffled one. He deserves this, the damn demon bastard. Demon. Naruto caught that word. As Naruto then got up, wiped up his clothes, and then left. Only one thought was running through his mind as he was returning back to the orphanage. As soon as he arrived, he was not allowed entry anymore. What is going on? Why am I not allowed inside again, Sensei? What did I do this time? You're banished. What? What do you mean? The orphanage Modric, who told everyone to call her Sensei, then said, Listen, kid, we don't want any trouble from the people. I am getting less fundings as it already is. And the Hokage rarely visits, so get the hell out of here. As she threw a small bag on his face. Here, this is your belongings. Get the hell out and never show your face here again. Naruto was shocked. His only home was taken from him. Naruto was again confused as he arrived inside an alleyway, a deep hidden one that rarely was visited by anyone. Even the trash bins there were always empty. So, this was a perfect spot for him. As Naruto was resting behind a dumpster, we see that Naruto was thinking, Demon. Everyone called me Demon. They laughed at me. The bleeding had already stopped, but the blood had dried on his forehead, because he was not even able to clean that up. Why do they call me that? He knew that he had to meet his Gigi, but he did not know where. Until he remembered something. Hokage. The woman called him Hokage. He's the leader, right? I have to go meet him, thought Naruto to himself. So, taking his stuff in his hand, Naruto, making sure nobody saw him, got out of the alleyway and went towards the Hokage office. After arriving there, we see that he found to himself another shock. It was closed. What? I told you, kid, beat it. It's closed. Hokage want no damn bastard like you present here. You got it? But he visits me and whatnot. The only reason he visits you is because you're a damn demon. That's why. To make sure that you don't cause trouble. What? I'm not gonna say anything and lose my job. Get the hell away from here, kid, before I kill you. It's my job, and I can't do that. As Naruto, immediately realizing that he was in danger, dashed away. Realizing that he can't stay here because he was not safe, he went to the woods nearby. He was a smart kid after all, because he was an orphan. After arriving there, Naruto was able to start a fire and find a small cave in which he was able to rest. While doing so, we see that Naruto began to reminisce. He was called a demon by people, and everyone seemed to hate him. It was much more worse than before. People first glared at him, as much as he could remember from his early days. Why would they call me that? He thought to himself, as his eyes closed, and he found himself in a dreamlike state, where he saw some flashbacks, as if they were memories. He saw a child, and he saw himself hurting two people, and the child, a baby in front of him, as he was feeling enraged. And suddenly he gasped and opened his eyes, but he was not awake. He was standing in front of a huge barred gate, and behind from it two blood-red eyes, so huge that he was looking dwarf in front of them was staring at him. A hum sound appeared from behind it, so loud that Naruto almost had to barely force himself to stand. Who are you? What are you? I think you know the answer. The Nine Tails. But how? The fourth Hokage killed you. Did he now? I am here, aren't I? This has to be a dream. No, kid, this is not a dream. I am bringing you here to show you the reality. Why? Well, let's just say I felt bad for you. Wanna know why? Because even if they call me a demon, I don't have the heart to do what they have done. Listen, kid, your life is in this state because of me, or it is half of my fault, and I think I owe it up to you, because you have never done anything to me to begin with. But I don't understand. The whole village, they say that you are dead. You were supposed to be dead. I am telling you that I didn't die, did I? The fourth Hokage, he sealed me within you. Why would he do that? Because you're his son. What? Naruto's eyes widened. All of this happening in a single day. From him losing his home to his villagers treating him like dog shit, even worse than before, to even attacking him, to him being now living like a homeless person in the middle of woods. Now being revealed who his parents were. It was all too much. Calm down, kid. Deep breaths. As Naruto began to calm himself, and tear welled up in his eyes. Why? Why would he do this to me if he was my father? He wanted you to be seen as a hero. He wanted you to be respected by the villagers. They vowed that they will protect you, and whatnot, and forced him to sacrifice himself, because he was the leader. What? Yes. Your Gigi. He could have done that as well. He could have used that seal, but he was scared to lose his life. Your father didn't hesitate, and he paid the price. You paid the price. I can't believe this. If you don't, then try to rip a small portion of that seal that is here. I'll help you even. As the Kyuubi brought its huge palm with claws ahead. Listen, kid. I don't do this very often. I'm showing you sympathy. Why? Because you have suffered in my name. Something that you don't even deserve at such a young age. And that is why I want you to know the whole truth. If that old bastard would not reveal the whole truth and the promise that he made to your parents, then I will. Because I was there. I was the witness. As Naruto gulped, and he, taking his chance now, got on top of the hand. Only a little piece. Tried to rip it. As Naruto, grabbing one side, began to tear it slowly, as his heart rate was increasing by the passing second, until a hand materialized, causing Naruto to flinch. Please don't hurt me. As he heard a voice. Why would I hurt you, son? As Naruto's eyes opened and widened when he saw who it was. It really was the fourth Hokage, standing in front of him with a frown. Why do you think I would hurt you, son? Tell me. Oh, Kaguya-sama? No, Naruto, I'm your father. I'm your dad. Don't you know? As Naruto shook his head, indicating that he did not know. What? But Hiruzen-sama, he told me that he would tell you when the time is right. He did not tell you? No, nobody did. Nobody. As that is when we see Kushina arrive there. Minato? Kushina, what are you doing here? I also sealed a part of my chakra within Naruto, so that I can meet him one day, to see how my baby boy grew up. As Naruto choked on his words, Okasa? Here was his parents, his father and mother. And then, the atmosphere changed as Kyubi materialized. Kyubi, are you trying to influence our boy? No. If anything, I'm telling him the truth. What truth? Your son has been lied to, Minato. Lied to by your own village. What? If you don't believe me, ask the boy himself. Naruto, is Kyubi telling the truth? As Naruto, holding back still his tears, couldn't believing himself that he really has seen his parents and both of them were amazing. He nodded. What happened, son? Tell me everything. And so Naruto broke down, hugging his mother. As Minato was left stunned, while Kushina was completely worried. Naruto, what is wrong, son? Please tell me. I'm getting worried, son. Please. As Naruto, while crying in his mother's shoulder, explained everything. As Minato was left stunned and looked pale. I can't believe this. I trusted them. I gave my life for them. How could they? How could they betray us like this, Kushina? How could they betray me? Their own leader. You have been lied to. Hiruzen himself said that he could use the technique. He knew the technique, but he didn't use it because he was afraid. He told me that he did not know. I had no other choice. I was pressurized. No, Minato. You were made the scapegoat, and now your son is being one. The Uzumakis were a dangerous clan to begin with. Even the Konohan were afraid. They got rid of Mito, and they got rid of Kushina. Now they have an Uzumaki generation that they can mold and control without the roots of the true Uzumaki. I won't allow this to happen. You have sacrificed our son to them. I won't allow this now, Minato. He has suffered. How old is he? Look at him. He's barely 5. I'm sorry, son. Minato fell down to his knees, looking down like a broken man. I failed you as a father. I did not know that this would come to this. I did not know they would betray me. As Naruto did not know what to do, kid, do not blame your dad. He was a fool like you, who trusted them, and it sickened me to my core. And I'm the one who's called demon here. These people are the demon in human skin, if anything. You're right about that, said Naruto. You're right about that. Listen, son. I am leaving you my will as well as my scrolls. I have kept them hidden. Hidden in this location in Konoha. As Kyubi then said, I know that location. I will guide Naruto there. And here is the key. Kyubi-san will guide you. I'm trusting you, please. I only agreed to show him the truth, Minato. Please, I'm begging you. I know it's too much to ask after what I've done to you. No matter how much I apologize, I know I can make up for what I have done, but please, I'm begging you, don't abandon my son. He has done nothing wrong. Fine. Fine, I will take care of him. And so, now we see Naruto and Kushina's will was left to Naruto, as they sat with him, explained to him that how he should harden himself and work for his sake only, and do not take what Konoha teaches to its heart. But after that, the talk about Konoha ended, and they were just sitting together and were comforting their son and trying to appease the conversations like how they met and how they fell in love and had the best times of their life. As Naruto, while laughing, I said, I just wish you were here. We too wish, Naruto. Trust me, we do too. If there is a way, we would have. I would have. It's alright. As that is when Minato and Kushina begin to glow. What is going on? Asked Naruto. Our chakra is fading, son. It's running out. What? But I thought that. Yeah, that we would remain. But we knew this would happen. We're glad that we were able to talk, Naruto, and clear things out. We're proud of you, son. And please forgive me, said Minato, shedding tears once more. I have failed you as a father, but I promise you that whatever path you choose, I will be proud of you. I will always support you. So will I, as both of his parents hugged Naruto, as Naruto was shedding tears, as both of them disappeared. Kurama watched this in silence. Thank you, Kyubi-san. You can call me Kurama, kid. That's my name. What? If we are to start a friendship, we are ought to know the name of one another. Isn't that how things go? You're going to be... Yes, kid. Of course I am. Thank you, Kurama-san. I'm in your care. I'm in your care as well. So first thing first, we gotta get out of here. There is a hideout nearby, where you were born. There, Minato and Kushina has stashed their stuff. Unbeknownst to everyone, the real stuff is there. You have to go there and use your blood to release that seal. If you want to, I will. You can go ahead. Thanks, kid. As the seal was already gone, and Kyubi taking over Naruto's body, then opened his eyes. As Naruto stood up, grabbing the small box in which his stuff was, Naruto began to dash at blinding speeds as he arrived at the warehouse that was far away from Konoha, inside which, deep hidden in the basement of the destroyed building, we see there was a whole area that was still attached and locked away and sealed away from the world that nobody was aware of. Using Naruto's blood, Kyubi was able to get inside, and the seal was activated again to make it hidden from above. As deep within, everything was still intact. There was money, a place to stay, and training ground as well. And all the scrolls that Naruto could need alongside with the tools such as kunais, katanas, and whatnot. As after that we see Kyubi made a shadow clone as he transferred his consciousness into the clone while Naruto regained his consciousness. Whoa, we're in the seal, kid. The sealed area that your parents created, where they kept everything that they had owned, hidden away from everyone. A bunker of a sort. How did you... It's a technique that I have learned from your mother. Shadow clone technique. She could not form clones while in academy because of her excessive chakra and my chakra adding into her. So, this technique, which is an S-rank technique, was given to her to make clones. I see. Wow, this place, it has everything you need. But there's one more thing I would like to tell you. If you show any more skills, as well as even an ounce of progress, Konoha will grow quite wary of you. And they would try to control you and manipulate you. You're right about that. I don't want them to manipulate me ever again. They have done that already enough. I know. We have to come up with a plan. I have one idea, said Naruto, getting serious. What? I will create a mask of a sort. What do you mean by that? I will act as an idiot. Someone who is dumb and do reckless stuff. Are you sure? Yeah. This will keep their eyes off me. And I'll stay in their eyes as an idiot who can be easily controlled. That could work. You're right. This would work. Let's go on with it. And so, now we have another time skip. Naruto trained continuously and rigorously in secret with Kurama in that bunker, all the while acting as the same canon buffoon as well as knucklehead of a shinobi wearing kill me orange eyesore of a jumpsuit and causing pranks and chaos inside the village. Everyone was already, well, aware of his antics because they knew that this buffoon would cause mayhem no matter what they did. And he was an idiot who always get caught. Why did he do that? Because he self-proclaimed that he was going to be a Kage, but not. Hiruzen, to be honest, was quite happy that Naruto was growing up just fine because he didn't want the boy to be genius enough so that he could not be controlled and even dumb enough so that he could not be taught anything. Naruto was just average in his eyes. As now we see, Danzo then said, while he and the elders were inside the Hokage office. Well, the boy is certainly showing some skills, but on a dumber level. He should be putting them to good use. I am aware of that. But this is a training of a sort for the Anbus as well as for the boy. He is doing us a service, keeping Anbus in check. And not only that, the boy is developing skills to evade. He is going to be the perfect jinchuriki. I can feel it. And hopefully the next Kage who will be able to listen to us. When I retire. Working from the shadows has always been our strongest suit, old friend. Yes, it worked perfectly well for Minato. As short as his reign might have been, but we need someone new. Someone who we can control. And Naruto, if he is turned into the strongest being. But dumbed down to as he is now, he will be easy to control and the ultimate line of defense and offense for Konoha. You're right about that, said Danzo. You, my friend, are a genius. A much more genius than people give credit to you for. Thank you. Unbeknownst to them, Naruto, while visiting multiple times, had placed a small seal that was untraceable under the desk, and he could hear everything. Bastards. I'll show you everything once the time is right. As now we see, time began to pass by. Naruto, after failing academy twice, deliberately passed a third time. How? By stealing the scroll of sealing and, well, making Mizuki found out, through which he was able to realize that he could get connections from outside. After becoming the, well, getting as well as being realized of who he was by Hiruzen, given enough information that he was a Jinchuriki and not being told about his parents even after he asked, Naruto was sent home. As soon as he arrived, we see inside his mindscape while Naruto was resting with eyes closed in the eyes of Anbu, Naruto that said, Anbus are here to check on me. Of course the old man would send them here. Anyways, our plan is working just fine, Naruto. They don't suspect anything from you. Yes, not a bit. I've been thinking. What if we get in touch with Orochimaru? No, that snake bastard is not to be trusted, Naruto. You're right about that, but... No, Naruto, I'm telling you. Not that man. If anyone, not him. Fine, okay? No need to get so serious. I had a few questions. About what? About that masked person. About that Uchiha. He's still out there, isn't he? Of course he is. He escaped after causing destruction and making me fall into a genjutsu, releasing me on Konoha. You're right about that. Father did mention something akin to that as well. So, it is true. We have to find him. But how? As that is when a voice from within Naruto said, I can help you with that. As Naruto was on alert until his eyes widened. And so did the beaches. Father. Father? Naruto, that is the sage of the sixth path. My father. Well, people call me by those names, I guess. But they are only the titles. I am Hagoromo Otsutsuki. But you're the sage of the sixth path, said Naruto. Yes, I am. What are you doing here, father? Well, I was surprised and impressed by the bond you were able to create after thousands of years, Kurama. I came to see for myself if this bond was worth it. Have been monitoring it for a week or so, and I must say I am deeply impressed, my son. I did not believe that you would be able to form a bond so early on. But here we are. I am proud of you. You don't have to say such things, father, said Kurama as Naruto was shocked. Kurama, are you? Embarrassed? Enough, Kick. You stay out of this. No, actually, I'm here to help Naruto and you out. Because I know that there are people who want to manipulate you. And Naruto needs all the strength he can get. What are you going to do, father? Asked Kurama with narrowed eyes. I brought your other half from the Shinigami to make you whole, as Kurama felt extremely strong and you much huger than ever. Whoa, Kurama, you're huge. I know, kid. I am whole again. My yin and yang part have connected. My whole chakra is present now. And now for the boy. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? You see, my dear boy, you are the reincarnation of Asura Otsutsuki, my son. Wait, he's the incarnation of... Yes, the third and final one. The both brothers will settle the feud this time around. But I'm afraid that won't be possible. What do you mean, father? Who is Indra? Indra was supposed to be the Uchiha, the last loyal Uchiha, but he is too far gone, unstable. If that power fall in his hand, he will become unstable. And I'm afraid of that, because I have seen the destruction he will cause. The lives that will suffer at his hand. I cannot simply ignore that. So, what are you going to do now? I am going to bless you with the both strengths of the sun and the moon seal, and my own strength, Naruto. The power of the sage of the sixth path will now flow through you. Are you sure, father? Of course I am. And you need to hunt down Zetsu. Zetsu? As an image of Zetsu appeared, he is with the organization that wear the black cloak with red clouds on them. And the person you're looking for is working very closely with him, acting as his master, but in reality he is a puppet of Zetsu. Do not trust what this man says, or his followers, because they are dangerous, and he will do anything and everything to make sure that he wins. What does happen if he wins? Asked Naruto. Are you saying that she will... Yes, Kurama. The boy doesn't need to know about that yet. Until you fail. And make sure you don't, son. Now sit down, Naruto. As Naruto's back was now visible to Hagoromo, as both of his palms were placed on the back shoulders, as Naruto felt immense pain, as huge amount of markings began to appear on his back. As a deity appeared with one hand having the sun, while the other hand having the moon seal, as the whole tattoo was engraved on his back before disappearing. As Naruto now had 4 black Magatama orbs behind him. As your experience and strength grows, so will the Magatama orbs. You will grow far. As instead of making a staff, Naruto made 2 tri-pronged black kunais. As Naruto then said, wow, these are the manifestation of your sacred weapon. That is amazing that you chose your father's kunai. I'm surprised. So am I. Now, Kurama, I know that you're training him already. I already know what you want me to do, father. I will do that, but we should let the others know. Of course, son. As Hagoromo clapped his hands together and closed his eyes, and immediately everything and the surrounding changed. They were standing in a huge circle. Surrounding them were 9 huge circles, in which one of them Kurama was standing. As immediately, one by one, all of them were now there, alongside their jinchurikis. Hello there, fellow jinchurikis. And, my children, father. Immediately all of the Miju said and bowed. As the jinchurikis realized who this person was, those eyes, the sage of the sixth path. Former child, said the sage, looking towards Yuki's Jinchuriki, Kirby from Kumo. Then who is the new one? Kirby was not using his rap persona right now, because this was serious. He was meeting a historic figure. This child, the Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tail is, but you all are to keep this a secret, and work together with your Jinchurikis, perfectly bonding with them. Why should we do that? Asked one of the Jinchurikis. Because of my mother's threat. She's close to breaking the seal free with her own strength. And on the other side, if that doesn't work, which I know it will, there is Zetsu. He's working with an organization with black cloak and red clouds. If you see them, try to tackle them. Because Zetsu is their part, but also the mastermind behind everything. And if he is allowed to continue, he will fulfill the Moonlight plan. As every Biju guessed, except for Kurama, we have to do this. I have been tasked to train Naruto, while the rest of you train your own jinchurikis. It is time, the reason why we were created, to share the knowledge of the sage. We do that, but with our own jinchurikis first. Even you, Shikaku. No more tormenting that poor child. I can see it. He's terrified. I won't want this for my son, Shikaku. You know that, right, son? I apologize, father. I will correct my behavior. So you're the new sage? Asked. Well, yes. In a sense, I am. We'll listen to you. We'll make sure that our villagers understand. It has to be from Konoha. I'm gonna explain this to Oniki-sama. The Four Tails Jinchuriki then said, I'm sorry about this, but we might have to put aside our hatred. Wait, are you Minotaur Mikaze's son? What if he is? Asked Kurama. Kurama, calm down. Roshi is not trying to pick a fight. I am, said Naruto. This is gonna be more complex than I thought. Why? You don't know, do you? Said B. You see, kid, your father and Eva had a huge feud. Your father basically killed thousands of our shinobis. This is gonna be a long night explaining to our Kage, who is stubborn as a mule. Sorry about that. Yeah, you didn't do anything at least. While on the other side we see, B then said, well, we must keep this a secret. The only one who was quiet was Yagura, who immediately was freed from the Genjutsu alongside with the Three Tails. Izubu, father? What is going on? Izubu, you were under a Genjutsu. Yes, I guess. I didn't realize how it happened. It was a masked person. An Akatsuki member. He said he was an Akatsuki member, said Yagura. He wanted something from me. He came to my office. I can't remember. Man, you don't remember the start of the civil war that you started? The bloodline purging? What? Said Yagura, horrified. Why would I do that? You have been doing that for past 2 years. There has been a civil war going on around. The Kekigenkai users, as well as the bloodline limit users, and then there's your extremist, led by you, who think that they're unholy and unwanted. What? No! Why would I do that? It has to be that man, said Izubu. He manipulated us. Damn it! I'm gonna kill that bastard. That makes the two of us, said Naruto. What? What do you mean by that? As Kurama then said, Izubu, he is the same person who has ruined his life as well. I can't believe this. This will be a long night for us as well, Yagura, once we return. You're right about that. And my friend, if anything happens, I want you to be at least free. No, nothing will happen to you. We will get through this together. My children, said Hagoromo once more, I want you all to work together, because only then you will be able to succeed in doing what you were sent here to do. Become the pillars of the shinobi world and unite them. And Naruto, you, my boy, will be the one to stop them, and my mother. As on the other side we see Kaguya inside the seal was close to breaking her shackles, as she was tied there within the moon, hovering above with huge amount of chains tied to her back, her arms, and her waist, as all of them were cracked. Multiple ones of them were. As Kaguya, after a moment, opened her eyes and, using her huge strength, caused more rips and threads to appear within the chains until many of them shattered, as one of her arms were now freed. As she lifted her arm, and clenching her fist, shattered the restraint that was there. Soon I will be free, son. Then I will see who will stop me from taking back what is truly mine. As Zatsu felt it, and so did of the jinchurikis. She's getting free. I told you. The seal is weakening. You have to find a way to make that seal permanent, Naruto. Leave it to me. And so, the sage left them with instructions. As now we see Naruto woke up, he knew what he had to do. He began to focus, while continuing to act like a fool and going on about his life. As he went towards the land of waves as usual in mission with Team 7 and even fought off Gato as usual, restraining his whole strength and whatnot. And in the end, returning and becoming a part of the Chunin exams, and then even having the Konoha crush happened after the Chunin exams, in which he met with Gaara, who this time around was acting still as an insane one. But as soon as he saw Naruto, he and Naruto were able to form a connection in which they arrived inside the mindscape while they were falling. Within seconds they had a whole chat. God, I'm still here to thank you, Naruto. I have to keep up an act. Because all of a sudden, if I turned back to normal, things could have been difficult. It was Chicago's idea. Yeah, and I kind of want a little bit of chaos, to be honest. Don't tell father I said that. Ah, of course you would want that. You baka Tanaki. Shut up, you baka fox. Don't start here, guys. I am working fine with Shikaku now. We are quite strong than ever. Hey, you don't want to mess with us now. You hear that, fox? Whatever you say, Baka Tanuki. As now we see, after having a discussion, and now Suna retreating, we see that Naruto was quite shocked when he found out that Orochimaru was succeeded in able to kill Hiruzen Sarutobi. Hiruzen died, Kurama. Well, that is one less mess to clear, I guess. You're right, but Danzo, he's a bigger threat now. What if he becomes the next Tokage? What about our plan? We have to make something up. We have to find a way. But then a blessing in disguise arrived. Jiraiya, who wanted to take Naruto away so that he could bond with the child and train him and influence him now, as he discussed with Hiruzen over the course of letters, all the while tracking down Tsunade. And they, as in canon, did that. Once returned, Sasuke escaped. While escaping, Naruto, as well as Kurama, had the conversation. What do you think we should do? I don't know, Kurama. Should we let him leave? And you think that they will forgive you? I mean, we had always planned that we will show them what we truly are. It is time. As now I see Naruto says, Sasuke, wait. I have something to say before you leave. As Sasuke halted, what? You know the man you're going to is quite dangerous, right? Yes. So what? He will try to kill you. He will turn into a terrorist. You still want to do this? Yes, I do want to do this. Why are you asking me? Then go. As Sasuke was shocked. What? Go, I said. It is your life. I was just making sure that you were making a decision in the right mind of state. Thanks, I guess, said Sasuke as he left. Are you sure about this? Yes. I'm done playing their game. It's time to drop off the mask. I don't want to become their running dog anymore. As Naruto began to walk back towards Konoha, as he ran into Kakashi. Naruto? What are you doing here? Where is Sasuke? He ran away. You let him go? Yes. He crossed the borders. I couldn't follow him out there. You could have. I didn't want it to. What? I said I did not want it to. What is wrong with you, Naruto? Are you okay? Cut that crap, Kakashi. Of course I'm fine. I need you to bring you in for questioning. And so Naruto was brought inside Konoha, and the whole council demanded that he was present there. Naruto, what is going on here? Cut the bullshit, Tsunade. I know the truth. You all detest me. You didn't even want to come here. The only reason you arrived here is because that old bastard promised you that he will pay you to send you as well as the Uzumaki funds, all of them. So you do know the real reason why you came back. I don't have to act like your Bachan or, well, whatnot. So, cut that bullshit, Naruto, and tell us, why did you let him leave? Simple. I'm done playing your running dog, playing your idiot. What do you mean? You and your root quite are well aware already, Danzo. I mean, you and Hiruzen planned everything out, didn't you? It's just a sad coincidence that I was able to realize before you even did. But you really, truly weren't planning. As now Danzo was almost having a heart attack. You know everything. Of course, to the point where you almost made my father guilt trip into sacrificing himself to the point where I am now. Everything was going according to your plan. I was not so much of a genius that I could become a threat, or neither I was so dumb that I could not even defend our home. I was the perfect fool for you to mold into your own will. Jiraiya was the next in line to take care of me after or if anything happens to Hiruzen. You two discussed this multiple times, so I was already aware. How? Let's just say the arts of Fuinjutsu are quite great when you know how to use them properly. You learned Fuinjutsu? I learned quite a lot. Like who my father were and what I have within me. And he has a lot to say. What do you mean by that? You see, I and he sat down and we both chatted. And I was being called a demon here and mistreated. He was the one being the demon, your source of hatred, who showed me compassion. As everyone was now on the edge because they have realized that Naruto has been talking to the QB. And not only that, he was acting weird. Why are you acting like a different person all of a sudden, Naruto? Because I was a different person from the beginning. The person you saw was a mask. A fake reality. A reality that I wanted you to see. That made you feel at ease, made you feel powerful. Wanna know why? Why? Because I could work in secret, gain true strength and power. And now that I possess it, I no longer care. Because I have moved on to bigger things, bigger threats than you all. I want to make sure that I have repaid Konoha fully before moving on to them. And that is why I decided enough was enough. What are you babbling about, you bastard? You let away your Uchiha go, and now, as Naruto looked towards them, and then did something. He made a Magatama orb appear in his hand and turned it into a spear that shoved straight through the skull of that person. Any other person? As many of the Anbus tried, but all of their skulls were pierced through. In an instant, many bodies were laying on the ground. Is that all? As now everyone was terrified. Because this boy, without even moving a single muscle, has just taken down 9 elite Anbus and a civilian member. And now they were terrified. You always said that we should finish what the fort started and whatnot, in his honor and whatnot, right? You'd think that you could kill the QB, right? Since he was sealed inside of me and whatnot. He started looking towards the civilians. How about you go and meet him in my skin then? Come on, Kurama, they want to meet you. And so there was a puff of smoke, and when it dropped down, QB was there with red eyes, as he said, "Hello there. I heard that you wanted to speak to me. You had a lot of complaints. Go on ahead. I am here, willing to listen." And now the civilians were literally shitting bricks because the worst fear of their lives were now present in front of them, and in the same form that they saw it as. Come on. There it is, the devil spawn that you all wanted me to be. Now go on ahead, do your thing, do your worst. You wanted to do much worse than me, right? Make my life living hell. Here I am. Do it, you cowards. What have you done? You freed the Nine-Tails? And not only done that, I have also done something else, Tsunade. What? This. As Naruto snapped his fingers, as suddenly seals begin to hiss. A lot of explosive seals. Anbu headquarters exploded, the hospital exploded, and not only that, each and every clan compound exploded. What have you done? Destroyed the knowledge and history that you desired to do so for the Uzumakis. You are a disgrace, Tsunade. Your grandmother was a Uzumaki. Your grandfather was a Senju, and yet here you are. A disgrace. It should have been done, and Nawaki should have survived instead of you. As Tsunade, being played by the psychological warfare, was now broken and couldn't even move. You were never meant to survive, never meant to thrive. It was always them, and yet you sacrificed them so that you could get out. didn't you? The ultimate prize that Konoha has to take, playing the devil. As Naruto then turned towards everyone. Come on. There's one more gift I need to give you. What? This. As Naruto and Kurama disappeared, and there was a huge hissing sound. They tried to get out, but the whole council chamber alongside the Hokage office and the, root base exploded. As huge destruction erupted throughout the tunnels of Konoha that were underneath, and many buildings collapsed underground into the tunnels themselves, killing the people that were there. In a single night, Konoha was devastated to the point that there were 80% casualties in the village. As Naruto and Kurama were standing atop of the Hokage monument, they don't deserve you, father. As using his Rasengan that he has mastered, using the Shuriken completed version of it, Naruto destroyed his father's head. And the first and the second ones. The only remaining were the third and the fifth. Two bastards, fitting of the bastard of a village. As now we see, Naruto then noticed Zetsu from the corner of his eyes, watching this from the shadow, and disappeared, appearing behind him and grabbing him into the neck choke, and using suppressors and whatnot to suppress his chakra. Now tell me, Zetsu, what are you doing here? How do you... Let's just say your brother visited me. You are not the only one with the upper hand with Kaguya. He can play dirty too. It is impossible. You're never supposed to know. But I do. I have a plan. An interesting one at that. What are you going to do, you sick fuck? I'm gonna show you just how sick you can be. Kurama. Yes, Naruto? He calls us a sick fuck, while in reality he is the sickest of us all. Should we deal with him in his own manner? Of course, Naruto. This sick bastard deserves to die in a sick bastardious way. And so Naruto disappeared again, arriving inside the Akatsuki headquarters, and there throwing Zetsu onto the table, alerting everyone. What is the meaning of this? You, sure? I know who I am, and I know who all of you are. Especially you. You son of a bitch. You betrayed your own sensei. Following this shit of a plant-like based bastard. As Naruto then sat down, feet up onto the table, you think you can get in and destroy our base and we will do nothing? Hold your horses. Before you do so, I want you to do one thing. I want you to explain me that how your Moon Eye plan will work. Why do we do that to you? Because I know already, sick fucks, and I know that it would fail. How so? Tell me, and I will explain it to you with your own words. How will the plan work? We'll capture the 9 Bijus, revive the 10 Tails. I become the Jinchuriki, said the masked person, and then revive Madara, who will become the Jinchuriki next, and then he will cast the Jutsu because he's the only one who knows the hand seals. And after the Jutsu is casted, everyone will be in a dreamlike state where they will be forever at peace. And how will be the Jutsu powered? Because each and every Jutsu required a source of chakra to contain it and manifest it. That's easy. Madara will be the one to use it. For how long? Forever. And do you think he will just sit there holding on to that? What about his happiness? What would happen to him? He will be vulnerable. What if Zetsu tries to kill him? As everyone was silent. That bastard happens lying to you. I was visited by the sage in my dream, you see. And he explained to me beforehand that this son of a bitch is going to kill us all. Kaguya Sasuke is going to break free, whether this way or the other way. I have devised a plan to seal her permanently before she breaks free. But before doing that, I need to take care of this son of a bitch. For that to happen, I'm gonna need all the help I can get. And you all are more than willing to help me, don't you? As Toby then said, I don't believe you. See for his memories. I mean, you have the Rinnegan, right? Pain? Go see his memories and see for yourself. Wait, I'm telling you the truth. Why would I lie to you? He's our target. We can take him now. Zetsu, show him your memories. said Pain. I said, Toby, Pain, see his memories now. Oh, Obito, you can't. I already told you everything. I'm Madara's will. I'm your will. Then what's the point in hiding? We see everything, and then we take care of this bastard. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. You sick fuck. You turned them against me. Quite poetic, right? I told you. I told you that I will have my revenge in the most sickest way you can think of. As now we see, Pain saw his memories and then ripped his soul apart. This son of a bitch. He's behind everything. From start to end, our all pain, suffering, how we turned out like this. We were all his puppets, even all 5 nations. So you mean to say that he created us, divided us? Yes, he was playing the divide and conquer game. So that in the end he could manipulate you, the strongest and fittest of all, and then use his pawns. It was never meant for us to save the world or start a new world order. It was always to free his mother, as Naruto said, and for her to take the chakra. The Moon Egg plan never was meant for us. It was neither your will, neither Madara's. We were our damn fools to trust in those words. I can't believe this. The past 13 years of my life, Yes, you ruined them, Obito. You ruined them and you ruined my life. Something I can't forgive. As a black kuna materialized and stabbed straight through the heart of Obito. I don't regret killing you, because you took something away from me. You took away my parents. You had this coming to you. As Obito couldn't do anything, he was shocked. He was betrayed and now he was getting killed again, like how he should have died. He had only one regret though. That was he rather died as a hero back then, now than as a villain. As Naruto then left, leaving the rest of the Akatsuki shell-shocked and now determined what they should do. As he and Kurama then decided to contact the others inside the seal. As the domain in which the previous sage met with the previous Bijus, all of them arrived. I've dealt with the Akatsuki, the organization. They're not going to be a trouble, but I will need a helping hand from all of you. Kaguya is close to breaking free. She's on the last of the seal bits. We have to seal her way before that happens. She's currently weakened. Now is our chance. What do you want us to do? Give me your chakras. Share them with me. And so that is what happened. Each and every circle glowed until the chakra flowed through the circle and into the center part, and that connected to Naruto. Naruto began to grow markings all over his body that began to glow blue until he bursted into KCM2 state, and his Magatama orbs appeared with 2 black tri-pronged kunais in his hand. As a third eye, which was blue instead of red, like, well, Sage, opened on his forehead. As his eyes, which were blue, then glowed with blue energy. As Naruto then said, it's time. As his chakra from golden turned into deep blue as his eyes turned into red. He was now in a divine Sage of the 6 spot state, his own version of it, as Naruto disappeared at blinding speeds and arrived in front of the moon. Making the hand seals, the back of his materialized the same huge figure with both sun and the moon seal as the palm glowed, showing the sun and the moon seal as well, as Naruto clapped his hands together and said, Divine arts, path of the sage, the sacred one, Chibaku Tensei. As Naruto used that and then used the fine arts to increase the strength of the seal to the point that it was unbreakable. And once Kaguya awakened, she screamed, almost calling, No! No! Not again! I will not lose like this! But it was already too late. She, before even could escape, was trapped again, outplayed by her own son, because he has realized her game. Damn it all! Damn you, Hagoromo! You had this coming, said Naruto, who could hear her screams, before he left. As now once he returned, He was standing in front of Konoha, or what was left of it. Let's leave, Kurama. Not worth our time wasting here. You're right about that, kid. You're right about that. Naruto taking his stuff, then left. Sasuke had found out what has happened, and Naruto was accepted by Suna and became the sage there. And the news spread fast that Naruto was the new sage of the Sixth Path. And not only that, he and the other Bijus and the Jinchurikis were actually respected figures chosen by the sage themselves, and they were the pillars of society now. Every village was prospering, especially the strongest one, which was now Suna, ironically. And they all had good relations. If anything, it was Konoha who was abandoned. Konoha who was stabbed in the back, and Konoha who was left into the ruins. Not a single Konoha shinobi was trusted by anyone. And they were not welcomed. Left on their own devices. The land of fire people are no longer welcomed. Because they were betrayers. They were greedy. And they want nothing to do with such people. The rest of the world, I mean. While they prospered, Konoha and the land of fire suffered. And they had realized one thing. Naruto was the sage of the Sixth Path of New Era. The strongest shinobi, or kami no shinobi, walking on the earth in 2 terms. And they had turned their back on him first. And now he has shown them the middle finger and stabbed them in the back by turning his back towards them. And there was nothing in this world they could do to make him turn towards them again. Even glance at them. They were continuing to suffer. Even the minor villages that they had alliance with all left them. As soon as they saw that there was no profit with them, Konoha was now on its hands and knees like a true beggar it was. And there was nothing it could do to ever regain the status that once it held. Because people realized that they were nothing more than backstabbers, users, and abusers. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.